Hi children, welcome back to my class. Okay, in your previous video, what you observe? The characters of living things like need food and also breathing and also how they can respire or how they can breathing with its organs. And what are the breathing organs of humans? Come on, say yes, correct. They say lungs. Say, you are thinking so much of time. So, lungs are the breathing organs of the humans. And coming to the, what are the breathing organs of fish? The breathing organs of the fish is, come on, don't tell that lies. Say, come on, gills. Gills are the breathing organs of the fish. And one more question. And what are the breathing organs of plants? They doesn't have any body like us. So that they have stomata, the bean-shaped breathing organs they have. Plants have bean-shaped breathing organs called as stomata. So that stomatas are called as breathing organs of plant. Okay. Who will prepare their own food? Plants can prepare their own food. What is the process name? Photosynthesis. What is the meaning of photo? Photo means sunlight. Synthesis means putting together. Okay. And what is the green color pigment called? Yes, correct. Chlorophyll. What is the spelling of chlorophyll? Come on, say with me, children. CHLOROPHYLL. Chlorophyll. Okay. And coming to that, who are the primary sources of food? Come on, say yes. Plants. Plants only we called as the primary sources of food. Why we have to call like that? Because most of the food we are getting from the plants. So that only we called as the plants are primary sources of food. Okay. And last character is remained. So today we have to know about the last character is reproduction. What is the sixth character, children? Reproduction. Reproduction. What is the spelling of reproduction? Reproduction. Reproduction. See, in this name only is there production. What is meant by production? Producing the same kind. Producing the same kind is called reproduction. See, what is the meaning of reproduction? Producing the same kind is called reproduction. See, definitely you have to know or you have to learn about these definitions because it is very important for us. Before only I told earlier, this is our additional knowledge. It is helping in our better growth. So what is the meaning of reproduction here, children? Producing the same kind is called reproduction. See, what is meant by producing? Here they are generating their same kind. For example, human beings. Human beings, for this reproduction, it is going in two ways. One is by giving birth. By giving birth, and some of that animals are laying eggs. These are the two methods of reproduction. These are the two methods of reproduction. What are the two methods? Giving birth to their young ones, and after that second method is laying eggs. Here human beings means ourselves. Okay, females can give birth to their young ones. Humans can give birth to their young ones. Okay, children, like that some of the animals, most animals, not some, most animals, they too give birth to their young ones. Okay, and some of these can laying eggs. What are that? That is birds. Birds will not carry that much of weight in their body because the birds have hollow bones. The birds have hollow bones means in that not there any material like these pipes only. If you see this side, they can visibly see from that other side also. Like that bones are present in these birds. So that only they are flying in the air. So this body cannot support to give the birth to their young ones. So that only they can laying eggs. So how can they can laying eggs? Because some of the female birds can lay eggs, and after that these female birds can keep in that nest. After that female birds can sit in. This is only we called as hatching. So anyway, the birds are laying eggs only. With that layings only they can reproduce to the next generation. And what is the use of reproduction? What is for our next generation only we are following this way. What are that ways? Giving birth to their young ones and laying eggs. Humans and animals, they can give birth to their young ones, but coming to the birds are laying eggs for the next generation. Coming to the fish. Fishes also can laying eggs only. Laying eggs. Where it can live, it cannot there any home because at the sides of that pond only they can keep the eggs. After that they also like birds only they will laying eggs. And coming to the plants, how they can reproduce? What is the main aim of reproduction? Producing the same kind. Then how can these plants can produce? Come on, say with its seeds. With the seeds. Do you know children, seeds? Very small objects. Very small object. For example, if you go to your kitchen, in that one box is there. If you see in that box, so many different types of seeds are there. What are that? Mustard seed, urad dal, so many grains we can observe. So that is all we called as seeds. With these seeds only the plants can reproduce. See for example, these seeds if you pour upon that soil, if you keep the seeds upon the soil, after some days these seeds when they will get air, water, sunlight, automatically these seeds will open and small baby plant will come. Baby plant will come. And after that this baby plant can prepare their its what is that root stem, and after that this baby plant after some days it can turn into tree. And this process we called as germination of a seed. Germination. Germination. Germination of seed. See for example, this is a seed. Okay. And after that this seed again divided into two parts like this. We called as seed leaves or cotyledons. And from this one small white color structure is attaching to the one side. And this will come gives a small baby plant. And after that it can fall a small root and little bit it can grow. And after some days, see again this baby plant they will little bit grow. And after that it can fully, the seed will remain in the ground, and after that fully it is modified as roots and one baby plant will come out. This process we called as germination of seed. Anyway, the plants are using their seeds to produce the next generation. What is the main motto of reproduction? producing the same kind for next generation. And some are using giving birth to their young ones, and some are laying eggs, example birds. But the plants are using their seeds to producing the next generation. But coming to this marker or pen, does it gives a small baby pen? Because it is a non-living thing. Okay, it can't produce a small pen also. So that non-living things cannot reproduce. Non-living things cannot reproduce. So children, in that previous classes and this class also we learned about the characters of living things briefly. What are the characters? Movement, growth, need food, breathe, reproduction, and sensing their changes. And also I told even the human beings how they can move and how they can breathe and how they can need food and how they can reproduce. Like that animals also I told, and also plants also I told. Once again you can recapitulate that lesson. Now I will write the differences between living things and non-living things. Okay, shall we write? Let us write the differences between living things and non-living things. What is that? Living things can move. Living things can move, but non-living things cannot move. Non-living things cannot move. Okay, and what is the second character, children? Grow. Living things can grow, but non-living things cannot grow. Cannot grow. And coming to the third character, living things need food. Living things need food, but non-living things does not need food. Does not need food. And fourth character, what is the fourth character, children? Breathing. Living things can breathe. Living things can breathe. But coming to the non-living things cannot breathe. Non-living things cannot breathe. And what is the fifth one? Sensing their changes. Sensing their changes. Or feels. Living things can feel, but non-living things cannot feel. Non-living things cannot feel. And sixth character, living things can reproduce. Living things can reproduce, but non-living things cannot reproduce. Cannot reproduce. So these are the differences between living things and non-living things. Come on, say children, say with me. Living things can move. Okay. Non-living things cannot move. Come on, say the second point. Living things can grow. Non-living things cannot grow. And coming to the third one. Living things need food. Non-living things does not or cannot need food. And coming to the fourth one, living things can breathe, but non-living things cannot breathe. Come on, say with me. Living things can feel, but non-living things cannot feel. And sixth one, living things can reproduce, but non-living things cannot reproduce. These are the differences between the characters of living things and non-living things. Children, you have to learn the tabular form. Okay, children? Once again, I want to recapitulate that lesson. See, if you listened, or no problem. Otherwise, if you are not listened, then you can keep your brain correctly. First of all, the things. The things are mainly two types. One is natural things and man-made things. The things are two types, that is natural things and man-made things. Natural things are we are getting from the nature, and coming to the man-made things are made by man, and these things only around us. Our planet is consist of different things, that is living things and non-living things. Coming to the living things, so which they have life is called living things, and which they don't have life is called non-living things. And what are the examples of living things? Human beings, animals, birds, fishes, and also plants. These are the examples for living things. And coming to the non-living things, pencil, book, eraser, board, and also walls, doors, these all so many man-made things also examples for the non-living things. Now we have to discuss about the characters of living things. What are the main 6 characters? Movement, growth, need food, and breathe after sensing their changes, and reproduction. Okay, what is meant by movement? Move from one place to another place. And why these animals have to move from one place to another place? In search of food and shelter only they can move from one place to another place, and also protect themselves from enemies also. So that only they will move from one place to another place. For this movement they can use their some organs we called as locomotory organs. That organs we called as locomotory organs. So animals and human beings are legs, and also like that birds are using their wings, and fishes are using their fins to move from one place to another place. And coming to the plants does not move from one place to another place because it is firmly fixes to the soil. And some of the plants like sunflower and also mimosa or touch-me-not can show their little bit movement in its part. Okay, and coming to the second character is growth. What is meant by growth? Increasing the size and shape is called growth. Okay, and humans also they can grow in its lifetime. Like animals also they can grow from its small baby to big and adult. And coming to the birds also they can grow from small bird to a big bird. And also plants also they can grow from a small seed into a big tree. So anyway all living things also can show this character of growth. And third one, need food. Need food. All living things also need food for their life because it is very essential for all human lives, and it is also a basic need of our human lives. All animals also wants food to their lives, and also these mostly we are eating from plants, and some of the food items we are getting from the animals. Animals also, some of the animals are plant eating animals and some of the animals are flesh eating animals. Anyway they will take their food for its body. And coming to the plants, the one and only plants can prepare their own food with the process of photosynthesis. What is meant by photosynthesis? Preparing their own food with the help of sunlight, air and water in the presence of chlorophyll. Green color pigment we called as chlorophyll. So this process we called as photosynthesis. Photo means sunlight, synthesis means putting together. In this one element also absent, automatically the plants will not prepare their own food, and some of the food they can used by them and extra food they can store in their parts. In later classes we have to discuss that part. And coming to that, they can prepare their own food in that form of glucose. Okay children, and coming to that, breathe. What is meant by breathing? Taking air and releasing air is called breathing. And what are the gas we are taking? Oxygen. And which gas we are releasing? Carbon dioxide. So taking in air and releasing in carbon dioxide is called breathing. Human beings and animals also they are using their lungs for breathing. And coming to the fish can use its gills for its breathing. And plants, they doesn't have any body but they have leaves. The back side of the leaf we can observe the stomata. The stomatas are playing an important role in that breathing. Okay, these are in bean shaped organs, so that we called as stomatas are breathing organs of plants. And coming to the next one is sensing their changes. Okay, human beings, we have 5 sense organs. With our sense organs we can know about what is going on around us, but the plants doesn't have any sense organs, but some of the plants can show their little bit feelings. What is that? An oak tree. An oak tree, it can sheds its leaves in autumn season and automatically it can blooms its leaves in spring season. This plant only can show little bit of sensing their changes in its surroundings. And coming to the last character is reproduction. What is meant by reproduction? Producing the same kind, or it is also looks like resemble their parents. They are resemble their parents. Okay. So producing the same kind is called reproduction. Okay, and they are using two methods. That one is giving birth to their young ones and laying eggs. Okay, and human beings and animals are giving birth to their young ones, and coming to the birds and fishes, they are laying to produce the next generation. And coming to the plants, they can produce seeds. From that seeds only the baby plant will come out, and after that when it will get sufficient air and water and when it can prepare its food, it will be turned into a big tree. So anyway, these are the 6 characters of living things and non-living things. I hope you all understood from the living things how it is dissimilar from non-living things. And let us see, these are the differences between living things and non-living things. Children, I hope you all are understood about this lesson, and after that remaining material also it is present in our school. You have to take the materials, and after that I given some bits according to this topic. So you have to take it, and after that you have to note these all points in your notebook. Thank you.